Game preview, April 5th, Utah Hockey Club vs. Winnipeg Jets. The Utah Hockey Club, 34-30-12, welcomes the league's top team, the Winnipeg Jets, 52-20-4, to Delta Center for a Saturday evening tilt at Delta Center. Tonight is the fourth and final meeting of the season between Utah and Winnipeg, and Utah holds a 1-2-0 record against the league leaders. The Jets have stood at or near the top of the league standings for the entire season, and they currently lead all NHL teams with 108 points. No team has earned more than Winnipeg's 52 victories, and the Jets' plus 84 goal differential is the best in the league by 13 goals. Winnipeg scores the fourth most goals in the league at 3.42 per game thanks to two top 10 goal scorers in Kyle Connor, 7th, 38G, 53A, and Mark Skeefield, 9th, 37G, 45A. Yet, it's not as much scoring goals as preventing them that is Winnipeg's strong suit. The Jets allow the fewest goals in the NHL at 2.32 per game, thanks much in part to the world's best goaltender, Connor Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck is the frontrunner for this season's Vezina Trophy, and he leads the NHL in wins, 43, goals against average, 2.02, save percentage, .924, and shutouts, 7, amongst goaltenders with at least 20 appearances. McBain set a new career high with his 13th goal of the season on Thursday against Los Angeles. The burly forward now has 24 points, 13G, 11A, on the campaign after a goal and a helper against the Kings. Jack's father, Andrew McBain, was drafted 8th overall by Winnipeg in 1983 and played 6 seasons with the Jets before the franchise relocated to Arizona to become the Phoenix Coyotes. Andrew McBain skated in over 600 games during his NHL career and posted 2 30-goal seasons with the Jets. Winnipeg, 91 Cole Perfetti. Perfetti has goals in 3 straight games for the Jets and now has 18 on the season to rank 5th amongst all Winnipeg skaters. His 48 points, 18G, 30A, are a career high, and he needs one more marker to tie the career best of 19 he set last season. When Utah last faced Winnipeg on January 24th, Perfetti notched his first career hat trick with 3 goals to lead the Jets. Last meeting, Utah came up short against the Western Conference leading Winnipeg Jets on January 24th at Canada Life Centre in a 5-2 defeat. Utah answered Winnipeg's first-period power play goal with a special teams goal of its own from Nick Schmaltz early in the second frame to tie the game at 1-1. Later in the second, an awkward bounce off the glass gave David Gustafsson and the Jets a 2-1 advantage. Barrett Hayton scored his 4th goal in 3 games to open the third frame and tie the game 2-2 before Cole Perfetti scored his 2nd of the night to put Winnipeg back on top. Perfetti would eventually score the empty netter for his first career hat trick, assisted on the play by Nikolai Eller's 500th career point. Look back. Utah fell to the Los Angeles Kings 4-2 on Thursday night at Delta Center. Utah dominated the first 40 minutes of action and led the Kings in shots 25-10 through 2 periods. In the second period, Adrian Kemp collided with Utah goaltender Karel Vejmelka as the puck slid across the goal line, but it was deemed that Kemp was pushed into Vejmelka and a goal was awarded to LA. Lawson Crouse answered back for Utah with his 11th goal of the season later in the second. After Ans Kopitar and Kevin Stenlund were each given minor penalties in the third period, the game shifted dramatically at 4-on-4. Kevin Fiala intercepted a puck and capitalized in front of the Utah net, and 44 seconds later, Trevor Moore stole a puck at the Kings line and scored on a breakaway, giving Los Angeles a 3-1 lead. Drew Doughty added an empty netter for the Kings before Jack McBain scored a power play goal with the game well in hand. Darcy Kemper was sensational in net for LA, stopping 28 of 30 Utah shots. Future of Utah. Utah's lineup has been chock full of young talent throughout the season. Leading the way are 20-year-old Logan Cooley, 22G, 34A, and 21-year-old Dylan Gunter, 26G, 26A. Cooley has the 5th most points in the league amongst players 21 or younger, and Gunther's 26 goals rank him 2nd amongst NHL players in that age bracket. On September 20th, Gunter signed an 8-year, $57.14 million extension that will begin next season. Cooley will be eligible for an extension next season. General Manager Bill Armstrong also re-signed several key pieces for next season. On March 3rd, it was announced that defenseman Ollie Mattis signed a 3-year, $10.5 million contract that will begin next season. On March 5th, Alexander Kerfoot and Ian Cole both inked 1-year, $3 million extensions for next season. The next day, goaltender Karel Vejmelka signed a 5-year, $23.75 million ticket to begin next season.
Home.
Delta Center has been one of the most energetic environments in the NHL this season, and the team on the ice has been taking advantage recently. After starting the season 6-11-4 at home, the Mountain Blue is now 10-4-3 in its last 17 games on home ice. Utah has been particularly good defensively at home recently and has allowed 3 goals or fewer in 14 of those last 17 home contests. Utah is currently in the middle of a 5-game homestand, the second longest homestand of the season. Utah's longest home stretch came from January 8th to January 20th, in which the team enjoyed 7 straight games at home and ended the homestand with wins over the St. Louis Blues and Winnipeg Jets. Look ahead. Utah's second-to-last home game of its inaugural season comes on Tuesday, April 8th against the Seattle Kraken. The final home game of 2024-25 for Utah is Thursday, April 10th against the Nashville Predators.